blogging masterclass. And first thing you need to do is to find out your industry or category, as the case may be, whatever you call it. But I like to, will I say professionally, but Google calls it category, but I call it industry because it's more like an industry, right? So you have to first choose the industry. That's the first step. So I believe you at this point you have your pen and your paper to write down all these things, right? Or you can always come back to this class. So industry, you need to pick an industry first, a category that you want to start up with. You can't just be everywhere. You can't be talking about luxury, cars, fashion. You can't talk about everything together. So these are the examples on the screen. You have luxury, you have cars, you have fashion, you have finance, you have sports, you have entertainment, you have food, you have a whole lot of healthcare, skincare, and a host of them. So this is just an example to break things down. So you're just going to pick one of this category because you can't, two of them cannot marry, like two of them are not compatible. You can't choose two of them can be compatible. So you just have to choose one category. So you now, after choosing the category, the next step is choosing your niche. And if you want to choose your niche, you're going to sub-niche. So let's say you choose, you decide to go with fashion, for instance. If you choose fashion, your niche is not fashion. Your niche is not fashion. Your niche could be styling. Your niche could be, is it for ladies? Is it for guys? So it could be fashion for guys. So that's your niche. But niche is not really, it's not really detailed. You have a broader, the audience will be too broad. So I then advise to sub-niche. You have to sub-niche. So if you're sub-niching, let's say you choose, fashion for ladies, for instance, and then you're going to sub-niche. So sub-niching now, you're going to choose whether you're going to go through the contemporary fashion or the native fashion, right? The international, the foreign fashion, or the local fashion in your country, or stuff like that. So that's a sub-niche. Okay, you can't, it's not like you can't, but if you want to succeed faster, if you want to experience growth faster, then you have to go with, you have to niche down. And that is the step that I'm sharing with you now. So this same thing applies to YouTube, because YouTube and blogging is just like the same thing, right? It's just that this one is in a written format and this one is in a video format, right? So it's just about the same thing. So so you've gotten your sub niche, which is, okay, you want to write about local fashion. So local fashion, how there's local fashion is like a lot of them, like it's plenty. Now you're going to micro niche. When you're talking about local fashion, are you going to be talking about accessories? Are you going to be talking about the clothing? Are you going to be talking about a particular type of local fashion like Ankara and George? Are you going to talk about the Yoruba style? Are you going to be talking about the Igbo style, the Hausa style? Are you going to be talking, you just have to now micro niche and have your perfect niche. Okay, so you can, your micro niche can be Owambe style, like wedding styles for traditional marriages, things that people can wear to a wedding, stuff. So that can be your micro niche. Okay, that can be your micro niche, and then you now build from that. So what micro niche does for you is that it helps guide you in the first step. It forms a foundation for your blog, right? It forms a foundation. It tells Google what your blog is about. So you can decide to open up a bit, and when you open up a bit, you fall into the sub niche, right? You fall into the sub niche. So if you leave, let's say you're doing the fashion accessories, and then you open it up a bit, and then you talk about shoes, for instance. Shoe you can wear for a wedding, or shoe that can match a fashion accessory, or a cloth that can match a fashion accessory. That's you venturing out of your micro niche and entering the sub niche. So that step that you took outside your niche is still within the sub niche. I don't know if you're getting me. I'm trying my best to break it down the way you can understand perfectly. So that is you venturing into sub niche. So you are still safe if you are within that same sub niche. So, but then I wouldn't advise you to take this step in the first 50 articles that you're going to be writing. I want you to stay within. But why the micro niche is nice is when you start running out of topics to talk about, topics to write about, you can then decide to, okay, let me add a little bit of this. Like the example I gave, you can decide to do matching accessories with shoes or with outfits, what you can wear with beads, for the ladies, if your niche is for ladies, right? So you can decide to now venture into the sub niche, but you can't stay there permanently. You go back and forth. So when you're out of content for the micro niche, you can decide to step up a little bit and enter the sub niche area, right? So that is what I will always advise anybody to do. That is what people in my one-on-one classes, my mentorship classes, this is how I guide them through. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. So let me give you another example. Let's say you want to go with the finance, for instance. If you want to go with the finance, the niche here is, you have to pick a niche. And let's say the niche is personal finance. So under personal finance, what are you going to be talking about? Are you going to be talking about how to make money, or are you going to be talking about how to save money? So if you're going to be talking about so if you're choosing, so your sub niche is going to be either how to make money, how to save money, investments, and stuff like that. So your sub niche will now be investment. So now, for instance, investment. So if you're talking about investment or how to make money, which ways do you want to communicate that? So that's the micro niche now. So if you're talking about investment, what type of investment? Is it digital assets, or is it physical assets? So that will bring you down to a micro niche where you can have a lot of leverage, right? So that will help Google crawl your content, crawl your blog faster, right? Because you're talking about a particular topic consistently. You're not here today and there tomorrow. Listen, this thing I'm teaching here it cuts across blogging. Like I've said it before, you can use the same strategy for your YouTube channel, and then you still have the same success, right? Because it cuts across blogging, right? So let's jump. So the next one is research. So now we have gotten our perfect niche. So the next thing we want to do is research the niche, the people in the niche, fashion, know how they are doing, how they are making money. Our competitor, of course, they are our competitors, not like competitors, they are like healthy competitions. You want to be worried if you don't have any competition. The competitions are very healthy because they give you lots of clues. Like you just follow what they have done and become successful, just like that. But in picking niches, if you check this first part, the cars, that's automobile. I will not recommend that you start with automobile because you're going to find it difficult. Remember, blogging, you can never, ever, underline that, you can never copy another person's word, another person's work, not even one paragraph. Google will just ban you for life. So another person's work, that includes pictures. So if you're also considering your niche, also consider if you're going to have a good stock photos, a good pictures, if you're going to find good pictures, you can all, like personally, I use only Canva to get my pictures because I am safe. For the years I've been using my Canva to get pictures and videos for my YouTube channels and my blogs, I've not had any copyright issues. So because Canva is connected for access to Canva every month, so it gives you the license to use all those paid stock photography, right? That's why if you're on the free plan angle to make money very well. So if you're talking about cars, for instance, are you going to be able to get affiliate links, affiliate programs for cars? I doubt. Nobody buys cars, from just click button and then buy cars. It's not possible. I don't know if that's possible now. Like they'll airdrop it. Is it possible? No, I don't think I've seen anything like that. So you're going to have a hard time having affiliate marketing, affiliate links, and affiliate programs. And remember, one of the major reasons why we are doing this is to make money from affiliate marketing or to build an audience. Okay, we're going to get to that. That's basically why we're doing blogging, and also to make money. So if these are the three major reasons why you want to do blogging, then you have to pick a niche. Not because you don't choose a niche because they pay more in that niche, but just choose a niche that will be profitable over time, so that at least now you spend your time, you spend your energy to write and do everything. At least at the end of the day, you should be able to pay your bills. And sometimes these things can be full-time jobs, so you should be able to pay all your bills and take care of you and everything. So, but if you have a car blog, you're going to have, very difficult for you to actually break even, right? Not that you can't make money, you're going to make money, but you might find it difficult to break even. So that's just my pretty much advice. So here you do your research on your niche, do your research on your competitors, and ROI, that's return on investment, how much you're most likely going to make. And if we want to quickly get that to happen, and let's check how much we are most likely going to make from our blog. Here you choose, this is google.com/AdSense. So here you can always go and check the category that you picked and how much you're most likely going to make from it, so that you can have an idea how profitable it is. But like I said, don't pick a niche. Don't pick a niche that you're just picking because there's the niche pays more, right? Because when you pick that niche because it pays more, you're going to burn out, and the last thing you ever want to experience is burnout. You don't want to experience burnout, else you just waste time, waste your energy and everything. So you don't want to experience burnout. We want that thin line between doing something we love, like passion, not like passion, but just a thin line between passion and wanting to make money, so that even when the money is not rolling in as much as you want to, you can still be able to write comfortably and conveniently because you're excited about it. It's something that you enjoy doing. Like I enjoy personal finance, anything finance. That's why my life has been revolving around finance, how to make money online. So when you're talking about how to make money online, investment, trading, arbitrage, digital skills, everything that has to do with making money online, right? That is how my life has been like since my adult life. So if I want to do anything, my blogs around that side, because those are my core area. Even if I'm sleeping and you wake me up in the middle of the sleep and tell me to give you 5 ways to make money online, boom, I'll give you 20. I'll give you 15 extra, right? Because it's something that I enjoy doing. It's something that I love. But if I choose entertainment, for instance, or football, sports, for instance, I don't know anything about sports. Like I'm not a sport guy. I can't even mention, with a gun to my head, I can't mention up to 10 footballers, 10 current footballers, or okay, maybe because of the news and everything, I might be able to mention 10. But if you tell me to mention 10 footballers, no, 10 is too much. If you tell me to mention 5 footballers and their teams, like, the people they are playing for, the club or whatever they call it, yes, Coco Kimi. Just Coco Kimi. Let me because I can't even try. Like I can't save my life with that. So that is just it. So I'm going to find. It's not that I cannot do it. It's not like I can't research and then write, copy, get ideas from other people and write. But for how long will you have to do that? This is something that you intend to do for the rest of your life. Like all these things are things that you can do. Blogging has been here since before the war. It's still here today. YouTube has been here since decades, and it's still here now. And hopefully it's still going to be here till like years to come, decades to come. So whatever it is you're doing now, if you're writing for blogs, if you're writing a blog, if you own a blog, you will still probably own that blog for 50 years to come. 50 years to come. So imagine yourself being in bondage, writing on a topic you don't care about or topic you don't know anything about. So for how long will you copy? For how long? That will be torture. That will be you torturing yourself. So no, you don't want to experience that. It's a very crazy place to be, except you just want to quickly make money and then dash out. But even at that, before you even start making money, you would have long gone. That's why a lot of people give up way too early. That's why a lot of people give up way too early. So here you want to just check categories. I think I've shown you guys this before, but let me do it again. So depending on where you are, your country and everything, you can choose if your readers are going to come from there or not, but depending on your niche anyway. So if you're writing about Owambe, you're most likely going to be getting your readers from basically Nigerians, but not that people from US can't also read, because there are a lot of Nigerians in US, Canada, Europe, all those countries. They have Owambe too there, so they are even the ones that want to be in the trend. But the population, you can't compare the population there and the population in Nigeria. So you have to just face the Nigerian market and talk as if you're talking to a Nigerian living in Nigeria. But if you're talking about, let's say, designing, for instance, graphics designing is graphics designing anywhere in the world. So your audience cut across your country, and to other countries, other developed countries. So depending on your niche, that's where your sources come from. But let's go with North America for the first one. So here are categories, right? Sports, travel, shopping, science, reference, real estate, pets and animals, people, society, news, law and government, jobs, internet, home and garden, hobbies and leisures, games. There's a lot of them. So we'll talk about autos and vehicles. So let's know how much we're going to make if you're writing about vehicles. So if we're getting a 50,000 monthly views writing about vehicles, we're going to make $5,520, which is good. But there are other categories, so you just have to check the profitability of the category you want to get into, so that you know whether it can be able to foot your bills and take care of you while you take care of it. Right, so let's check real estate. Real estate is going to pay you $8,700. Let's also check another one. Finance is the biggest, $19,278, which explains why every Tom, Dick and Harry wants to do finance. Both people, sometimes I ask some people, like, why do you let people who clearly have not made money teach you how to make money? Like, it's clear that they are making money from teaching you how to make money. I see a whole lot of them on YouTube, and that is one of the reasons why I didn't even, start a personality channel quite earlier. I had to first make money first before I can teach people how to make money. I mean, all these things that I'm teaching, all these skills that I'm teaching are things that I picked up in the bid to make money, right? So I learned all the skills that has helped me acquire, get to the level that I am now. So now I can now teach you guys, how to make money, by teaching you these skills, right? But I mean, it's crazy. So a lot of people go to the finance niche because of how much, they get paid. And at the end of the day, it's just nonsense that they are teaching. And then you keep wondering, like, what's up with all this BS? Like, this is complete BS. Why are you? That's why I can't do anything like get rich quick scheme on this channel, and I can't teach you something that doesn't work. Anything I put out on this channel is something that I've done in the past, something that I'm currently doing, or something that I've experienced someone close to me do. That is the only thing that can come on this channel. I don't just do random things or something. No, I share proven, non-complicated ways to make money online. But that's okay. That's individual differences. But it will do you a lot of good if you pick the people you listen to, because the people we listen to actually helps our journey or our journey. It can help our journey or halt our journey. So if you listen to the right person or the right people, your journey, you get to your destination a lot more faster. But if you listen to the wrong people, it will halt your journey because you just be running around circle. You just be running around circle. So let's move on. Let's just quickly look at one more category. Okay, let's look at news. News, one of the advantages of news is that with news, you can actually dabble into any niche. But the disadvantage is just like the advantage. There are some times that you get small amount of money, small RPM, small CPM, and then sometimes you get big money, right? That's the advertisement money will be big, because in some news you might talk about technology, you might talk about finance, about investment scams and all that. And then in another news you're talking about fashion, what Omotola wore or Genevieve, or what someone wore to a birthday party or a wedding party or something like that. So I mean, that's about news. And personally, I don't like news. I don't like news blog. I don't own anyone. And I am not planning anytime in future to invest in news blogs. Reason is that I love evergreen content. I love evergreen blogs. News is not evergreen. News is the wave of the moment. It gives you 10,000 views. It gives you 20,000 page visits instantly. But that's just about it. Nobody is going to search news after like highest 2 weeks. The news has died down. Maybe it will now start trickling in. So you find it difficult to make money from your other posts, like previous posts, past posts. You find it difficult to be making money from those posts. But if it's an evergreen, topic or blog, you'll be making money from posts of 2 years ago. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of bloggers moved to social media, right? Moved to social media. So a lot of news bloggers move to social media because the attention is there, they get it there, they get paid there, it's just a lot faster for them there. But on blog, everything just dies down immediately after the news, goes off, right? So I'm not a big fan of news, but let's calculate. You can see news is just 2,000, but you get a lot of views. You'll get a lot of views. So at the end of the day, you might get, up to 3 million. Yeah, up to 3 million, up to 1 million page views. And then that will give you about $42,000, but that's just about it, So, so that's it for the ROI. ROI, researching your competitors, knowing what your competitors, do. You can do that with Google Trends. I've done a detailed training. If you have missed that class, if you did not, attend the class, the SEO class, or if you are new, if you're just watching this video after this live session, of course, if you're just watching the video and you have not seen the SEO mastery class, I suggest you watch it because it's going to help you with all these things I'm talking about, keyword, SEO, research, and all that, you get better detail. So I wouldn't want to go into it again and then have to, drag this particular class, right? So I want it to just be as fast as possible. So I'm going to leave out, this research, keyword research, and all that because I've already treated it. So the link to that video is in the description. Please click on it after watching this live, after this video, so that you can watch the SEO. There you can learn extensively how to do your keyword research, your research, competitor research. But if we want to do a competitor research, first thing we'll do is to type in the name or the niche or whatever that we choose. If it's fashion, we're talking about fashion, we just type in fashion. So it's going to give you a fashion result. So so here we can see one day ago, this designer Bella Ninja. So leave all the big ones first and just look for a very smaller blog. Let's look for a smaller part. Fashion Revolution. All right, Trending Me Nigeria. So let's look at this one. So fashion, he really has a lot to do with pictures. So if you're choosing fashion, for instance, if your category is fashion, for instance, you should also make sure note that you have to take a lot of pictures. You need to take a lot of pictures. So this is not a blog. This is a business website. No, this is not what we're looking at. All right. All right, so instead of us delaying, you just take your time and go through the news. But then this is it: 6 designers to keep on your radar at Nairobi Fashion Week 2022. So so this is the blog. This is how it looks. So you can take note of advertisers, the layout. So here is an advert, here is an advert, so it's monetizable. And you can see, like I said, it's only fashion related. So that's why you have to niche down. Although this is a news blog, but it's more of a fashion, a fashion niche, and more of a wedding kind of blog. So the blog will be getting more of fashion ads. Now the question you ask yourself is, how much do you think fashion people have to run ads compared to an investment company that is trying to get people to invest in their company, right? Or a bank or something like that. So banks pay more. So that is why the finance revenue is high, and then every other one, most of those ones are quite small. So but then it's all about, like I said in the previous class, it's all about balance, right? You can choose the personal finance, but the page view that you get in a month will not be up to this one. So even if someone that is getting $2,000 for 50,000 page views might end up getting like getting up to 5 million page views in a month. But you that has a personal finance channel or personal finance blog, you'll be getting just barely under 50,000. So you guys, the person with a fashion blog will even make more money than you. So because there's fashion actually appeals to a larger audience, to a broader audience, but personal finance is just a couple of people that are actually taking their finances seriously, to the point that they will have to Google it, to the point that they will have to go on YouTube and search for it. So anything aside that, you will not get much views and much clicks and all that. So it all revolves around striking a balance, right? So you just have to pick something that, you know, best suits your style and something that you can do conveniently and comfortably. So that's for the research. So we'll move on to keyword research. I've talked about this. Keyword research, you have to research and select the keyword you want to rank on. So you just don't want to be everywhere. So if I've been working on Make Money Online, right? So you just want to be ranked with a particular keyword. And then there will also be keywords in each of the blog posts, but your overall keyword, you have to select an overall keyword, right? You have to select an overall keyword. I talked about keyword in the SEO mastery class. Please check the description for the link and watch that that video. That tutorial is going to help you a lot to conquer this part, keyword research, so that we don't make this video too long. So here is branding. Branding is a very crucial one. It's something that you're not supposed to make any mistake with your branding. Don't make any mistake. When I talk about branding, I don't mean logo and all that. Even color palette that I added here is just for, you know, but color doesn't really matter. The major thing is for you to pick a name, and picking a name has to do with your keyword again. So if you're trying to rank in finance, for instance, I mean, you can't do jamesob.com, right? Or James blog. It doesn't relate. So you have to find a way to inculcate the key, you know, like a related keyword to even your name, so that with just seeing your name or the name of the blog, the person can tell, oh, okay, yeah, this is this person, this is what this thing is about, right? So when you hear seven figure boss, you know, seven figure, you know, is mostly associated with money when it comes to millions, right? So it has to do with finance. So that's just about it. And then you have to be unique about it. You have to pick a unique name that will, you know, that you can be able to build on. Like seven figure boss, like I'm the only seven figure boss in the whole world, right? I picked the name, I came up with the name myself, picked the name when everybody didn't know anything about seven figure boss. That's why I literally have seven figure boss everywhere. Instagram, seven figure boss academy. I'm the only one with the name, you know. That is why I have seven figure boss without no underscore, no hyphen, no anything added to it. You know, it was like 2 years after the seven figure boss, you know, brand came up, that, you know, a lot of people started coming up with seven figure boss, this seven figure, you know, seven figure whatever. But, you know, I was the only seven figure. So that is actually the only place I don't have seven figure is on Twitter, because, you know, Twitter is not really my thing. As then I really didn't like Twitter, so I didn't see need to get on Twitter. So by the time I realized, oh wait, I should save my name there as well, someone else has taken it already. But, you know, across the major brands, you know, it's seven figure boss everywhere. So that is how you want your name to be. If you pick a name, you have to search for the availability on all social media platforms. At least it should be available in at least 2 social media platforms. You know, anyone that you want to dominate, it should be available in 2 social media platforms, and then it should also be available on the website. So let me show you how you can search for name availability. So let's say your name is James and you want to talk about finance, or yeah, James, you want to talk about finance, you can do James Finance, right? jamesfinance.com. So let's search if James Finance is available and see what to pick. All right. So James Finance is not available. Someone has already packed it. So anything that has to do with finance, people, that's, you know, real estate, digital real estate, people buy domains ahead of time. So whenever you need it, you can then buy it. So it's being sold sold at premium price. So first you have to pay $3,495 first, then you can now renew every year for $14.58, which is the real price. $14.58 is the monthly, it is the yearly renewal price. So this is another way people make money online. People actually pack domain names. They will just buy it and pack it. So whenever someone decides to buy it, you gotta pay a lot of money. You gotta pay a lot of money, right? So now we've seen that James Finance is not available. So we might just want to tweak it and change things. James Finance blog. So you see, James Finance blog is available and is being sold at $9.58 for the first purchase, and subsequent renewal will now be 13.98 cents. Okay, so that's basically it. So now we know that we'll have a name, and then we can now use the same name across multiple social media platforms. But adding a blog to it is not ideal full-time, because at some point you might want it to be like a full brand name. So I'm just doing this as a result of just, so that we don't delay delay with it, just to give you guys idea. But that doesn't mean that you cannot find something else to use other than adding the blog. So adding the blog to your username should be worst case scenario. Like you can't find anything and you really want to use that name, then you can go ahead and add the blog. So that's it. And the platform I use is namecheap.com. As you can use it or any other platform to search for name availability. So now you know that it's available. You can then start registering it on any platform that is available to you. So that's it for that. Okay, I've talked about creating accounts on all social media. Then you pick your color palettes. Just pick a color that you want to work with, or you want to be identified with, or the dominant color, the color that will be dominant on your blog. It's good to also pick it ahead of time so that you have clarity, because after now you now move to the stage of designing your websites or your blog sites, right? So there's no really much difference between a website and blog. The same process, the same procedure, but it's the blog is an information website. Let's just call it information website. Yes. So that's it. Let's move on. So next thing is design your blog or website, whatever you call it. But I've done a tutorial here on how to design a website. I did a very detailed, extensive web designing masterclass or training that even a 12-year-old can follow it step by step and have a website. So you can follow that and then have your website running. Or if you have money and then you don't want to learn the skill, or you don't want to give it a shot, you can hire someone to do it for you, which is equally okay. But me, I personally feel that if you don't have money to pay for things, you should have skills so that you can do them yourself. And that is how I was able to pick up most of these skills that I'm teaching you guys today, right? Because I came out from lack of, I came out from pool of lack. There was no money. Nobody gave me money and say, take this money and, go and look for where to invest it or what to do with it and see if you get successful. No, I started from scratch with $0, $0 naira. But I was able to build something. So I started looking for skills that I can do. That's how I picked up graphic design. That's how I picked up video editing. That's how I picked up everything, virtually everything. So that's why I'm a huge advocate of digital skills, people learning skills, because it's going to save you. So it's going to be a very bad thing if you don't have money, you're broke, and then you don't have any skills and you don't have any willingness to learn. You make excuses. I hate excuses with so much passion because there will always be an excuse for something not to happen, right? For you not to do something, there will always be an excuse. So people that, grow past excuses, I don't make excuses. Whenever I find myself in a situation where I'm about to make excuses, I just snap myself back and say, like, I got to do this thing, right? So if you don't have money, you should have skills and then do it yourself because you don't have money to pay someone to do it for you. But if you cannot do something because you don't have money and then you don't have the skills to do it, then life is going to blame you. And don't expect life or the universe to pity you or have mercy on you. No. The universe won't be fair on you because you have time and you're broke and then you refuse to get a skill. So you need to develop certain set of skills. Okay? You need to develop certain set of skills that will help you, aid you to generating wealth for yourself. So when we talk about blog design, website design is not peculiar to a certain kind of people or a certain kind of intelligent people. I've seen people that are less intelligent, but they do things themselves. And then if you want to be anything worthwhile, you have to just do it yourself. Imagine when you're just starting out and then you now have to pay someone to not only design the website, but you also have to pay the person or persons to maintain the website because you're going to be having issues here and there, and then you keep spending money that you have not even started making, right? That you have not even started making. So you need to pick up those skills. Like do you think Amazon will be Amazon today if Jeff Bezos had to pay someone else to, do the platform for him? Or Facebook will be Facebook and Instagram will be Instagram, or even coming back home in Nigeria, Paystack will be Paystack. If those guys actually decided, came up with the idea, you think, I think we should do a payment getaway, and okay, let's hire someone to do it. They will not achieve anything because at the end of the day, nobody will see your dream or your goals or see where you're going to. They can only imagine, right? And that's one. Then two is that remember you're broke or you don't have much. You can except you have made so much money and you're trying to venture into another industry. But assuming you're broke, just like every other person, just like Jeff Bezos, just like Mark Zuckerberg, just like every other person, Elon Musk, when he started his Yellow Pages and moved over to PayPal and all of that. Imagine you're that broke. If you're to hire someone to do something to do a website for you, you will not go for the best because you can't afford the best. You will have to manage, and that managing will not land you a good deal. It will not have given birth to PayPal or Amazon or Paystack or any of them, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The owners of Twitter built Twitter by himself. The owner of Instagram built it by themselves. The owner of Facebook built it by himself. The owner of Amazon built it by himself. The owner of Alibaba by himself. AliExpress by himself. So anything that is worth doing, if you're going to achieve so much success, you have to do it yourself, especially at those early stages. Then afterwards, you can now employ people to manage. Right, so I've done a masterclass on how to design a website because this is going to cut the cost for you. So something you would have spent like 100K, 200K, 300K, you just use about 10 to 20K Naira in Naira. So in case you're watching this from US, in Naira, that should be less than $20, right? So something that will just cost you $20, but you now have to now spend like $200 to get it done. It doesn't make sense. So This is the part that you have to spend money. You definitely have to spend money on this one. Either you decide to do it yourself or you hire someone to do it, because that's the only way. I will not advise a free blog site. There are a lot of free blog sites, like there's Blogger, there's WordPress.org. All those ones are accessible, they are free, but you can't get anything out of it. Even advertisers will ask you, is this self-hosted? Right? Because they don't want to advertise on a free blog that the owners might decide to pack up anytime, right? Because you are not the owner of the website. So the owner might decide to kick you out at any time, and you don't even have analytics, you don't have data, you don't have access to, like, it's not your own. You're just renting a small space. You're just getting a small space for free, right? So it's very important that if you want to do blogging and make money out of it and do anything worthwhile with it, it should be self-hosted. And that's why you need to design it yourself or hire someone to do it for you. So the next is write articles, right? I always advise that you write at least a minimum of 50 articles before you apply for AdSense. Because even if you apply before then, you will not still make anything tangible. So I advise that you have at least 50 articles so that by the time you get monetized, you can start making a reasonable amount of money. And again, for people that don't know, AdSense is the Google platform that will be putting advert on your blog, right? They are the ones that will be getting advert for you and be putting on your blog, right? So that's it. That's what AdSense can do for you. And then you need at least 50 articles, right? So that you don't have any issue whatsoever with that. So basically, this is from my experience, personal experience, right? Personal experience based on my niches. I have different types of blogs, but on average, 50 to 100 articles will give you between $5 to $1,450, right? And 100 to 500 articles will give you $250 to $5,000 per month, please. And then 500 to 1,000 articles will give you between 3,000 to 18,000 articles, dollars. So 500 to 1,000 articles will give you between 3,000 to $18,000. How cool is that? Like, you're just writing and you're making money. And the good thing is that it doesn't have to be recent, though. That's why I said if you have an evergreen blog, you make a lot of money. Because let's say you're writing something about how to fix a phone, or how to health. You're writing on health. You're writing on relationship. You're writing on finance. You're writing on stuff like that. How to maintain your car. How to maintain your car is how to maintain your car in the next 50 years to come. Relationship is relationship. So man break hearts, woman break hearts. Anything relationship is relationship any time of the day. Come 50 years coming, it's still the same thing. So once somebody types in Google that particular keyword you're ranking for, your article will come out. It doesn't matter how old it is, your article will come out. Except the only way to not come out is if someone decides to rank way ahead of you and there is too much articles on top. But it doesn't usually happen, because the more people visit your blog and spend time on your blog, the more you're becoming strong on the search and ranking site pages, right? So it will be hard for you to go. It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. So if you have an evergreen niche or evergreen article, you definitely make money consistently. So you don't even need to be writing. But these numbers might look like too many, like 1,000 articles, but you can achieve it in a year. And that is why I said this whole channel is not a get rich quick scheme. A lot of people have this in mind to make $1 million just in one day somehow. So when you tell them that they can make 5 million from this particular thing, They want to see how they can press a button and get that 5 million naira. So if you're telling them they have to work, they have to do this one, they get turned off. But there's no way you can ever get money without putting in work. No way. Even if you want to go through the fraud route, you will suffer. You will suffer, and then you now also have to piss off the agencies, the security agencies, and all that will be on your tail. The person that you're frauding will cost you a lot of things that comes with it, and then you have to suffer. You have to stay up all night. The way I'm staying up all night and doing my legit work, that's the way you still stay up all night, and at the end of the day, you might not even get anything. So a lot of things that comes in the process of getting money. So it's not something that will happen overnight. It's something that will take time before it happens. But you just have to be consistent. You have to make up your mind that this is what I want to do. And regardless, even if I don't make money in a whole year, I'm okay. A lot of people monetize their channel after like 2 years. I'm putting out 147 videos. So, and then after like that 2 years, the next year they've gotten to 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. It happens like that. I've seen it severally. So don't expect that it's better for you to have a very low expectation. Oh, okay, no problem. Even if it takes 1 year, no problem. It can happen for you faster. But it's better you have a low expectation than you have a high expectation and then it's dashed. You'll be demoralized and you'll burn out easily, right? So achieving this article is very easy. For me personally, you can do 3 articles per day and it's easy to do. So you can even use an AI to give you an idea. Then you can change some things, add some things to have your own personality in the blog, because it's all about personality again. And then you're good to go. And if you're trying to find ideas, you just go to your competitors and see what is working, the kind of title that is working. Steal some things, not like copy. They're just still there. Let me show you guys. Let's go to Yahoo. So Yahoo has a way of doing clickbait. They have one of the best, amazing titles that you'll be so willing to click on. So you just go to your niche. You can search your niche: finance, sport, entertainment, live shopping, Black Friday, Yahoo Plus, anyone. Just find your niche and go there. Okay, let's go to finance. So there you can see the type of title, topic or title. I will not be tempted to click on it. Too cheap to ignore. 2 stocks under $5, and then it's Kerry Wood that bought it. So it's just a 3 segments in one title. First, too cheap to ignore. Too cheap. People love cheap things. And then a celebrity, somebody that is popularly known and respected, has an authority. And then cheap stock. Everybody wants to get rich. So these are things I'm saying. So you can let's do a quick calculation. Let's see how long it will take you to write 1,000 articles. So 1,000 divided by 3, that's 3 articles per day. It will give you 333 articles. So let's just call it 334 articles. And we have 365 days in a year. So in 1 year, you will have 1,000 articles. If you're consistent, you don't miss a day. But why it's good is that even if you miss several days, you will still be way above 500. You'll still be way above 500. So that's basically it. So that's the money part. Then the part of generating affiliate links. As you're writing this article, you're also going to be researching for affiliate links that you're going to put in the blog, in your article, right? You can register with ClickBank. I understand that Nigerians and some other African countries cannot register with ClickBank. And I've been wanting to do a tutorial on ClickBank. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a tutorial on ClickBank, and I'll find it and then put them in your article. You will be sleeping and you'll be making money, right? You've written the article. So if you're getting 10,000 page views every day, you make a lot of money from it. You are going to make a lot of money from it because people are going to be reading, they are going to be clicking on the link, and then you'll be getting your commission. Why? Without stress. So, and again, the first thing you need to do when you design your website, when you're designing your website, is build an email list. Make sure, it's very important that you build an email list. It's very important that you build an email list. So what I mean by building an email list, put a column. I've done classes on email marketing twice on this channel. So the link will be in the description as well. So build an email list, add a form. Okay, add a form to your blog. Just find a column and add a place where people can put in their email so that they can receive newsletter from you. I have the smallest email list that I have for my blogs is 50,000. That is the biggest asset a blogger can have, having your email list of all your readers. So if anything happens to your blog tomorrow, you are okay. You can continue from the newsletters, and then whenever you get a new blog, you just send them an email, and everybody will start coming to that new blog. So you need to get it right for you to make a lot of impact and something that is going to change your life. But even if you skip other things that I mentioned, don't skip email marketing. Add email marketing, because for every 10 readers that come, at least 3 will subscribe to your newsletter. And if you multiply it in a month, if you're getting 50,000 views, you might get up to 3,000 subscriptions. Multiply it by 12 days, 12 months, and then multiply it by 10 years or 5 years or 3 years. You have a huge newsletter. So you can use that email list for your affiliate marketing. You can use it for anything. You can use it to sell your products, your own personal products, affiliate marketing. You can send them newsletter. You can even do advertising. People can pay you to send email to your audience. So sponsorship as well. So it's just limitless how much revenue you can generate by just adding newsletter subscription on your blog site. So that is that. So move over to the next one. So after writing your articles and you have designed your blog, you've written your articles, you now start promoting, because at first you need to let people know that it's not like YouTube, that I always advise you not to share your videos to social media so that it doesn't bring in the wrong audience, right? So this one I'm doing on this channel is because I'm just running this training to help you guys, because originally, if I wanted to grow this channel the way I'm supposed to grow the channel normally, I'm not supposed to bring in any external human, because most of you are not YouTube people. I can see it from my analytics, right? Most of you are not YouTube people. YouTube has, they have a special audience that are YouTube people, and it's only YouTube people that watch YouTube videos. People that are not YouTube people complain about data, and those are not the kind of people that you need. You need people that are already a YouTube people, YouTube audience. Because those are the ones that don't complain about data. They will watch your videos and they will be satisfied. And there are billions of them scattered all over the world. So you don't need to bring in an external body that will come and kill your video. Because what some people do is that they will just watch for 20 seconds and leave. Another person will watch 20 seconds just to check what's up, whether you even know what you're saying. So, but that's not the same for blog. you need to share it. So the best place to promote a blog is on Pinterest. With Pinterest, we usually get up to 30,000, 200,000. I think I've gotten 200,000. Okay, 30,000 for one blog. 30,000 for one blog. 200,000, no, 50,000 again for another blog, then close to 200,000 for another blog, just from Pinterest. So you can get crazy amount. Let me know if you want me to do a tutorial on Pinterest. Let me know in the comment section. You know, just 7-Figure Boss do a Pinterest tutorial for us, so I can teach you how to get on Pinterest, how to use Pinterest for your promotion. Even your affiliate marketing, you can also use Pinterest to build an audience and all that. But basically, yeah, if you want to succeed as an affiliate marketer, concentrate on either a YouTube channel or a blog, and then you have, imagine having an email, 10,000 email lists of people that are interested in your niche. And then you get affiliate links and then you send to them directly to their inbox. Come on. You're going to make a lot of money. So Pinterest is a very sure way to promote your blog and get off the ground before Google will take over. Because Google will take some time. That's why I said you need to have at least 50 articles on ground, right? Before you can start applying for AdSense, before you can apply for AdSense, because that will give you a better chance of being monetized instantly. And then once you're monetized, you'll start seeing more traffic to your website. And then where you get the traffic is Google Analytics. So here is Google Analytics. You sign up with your Google email address. You just sign up here. They'll give you a code which you're going to put on your website and you're good. So from the Google Analytics, you can always search, you know, see what's going on your blog, see the kind of people that are visiting, where they are visiting from, how many of them are visiting, and all the rest of that. So it's a very great tool that you need for your business, your blog business. It's a business now, it's a business venture. So yeah. So also, if you want to, let me quickly talk about the research. If you want to do research, you can go to answerthepublic.com, but I recommend that you watch that SEO mastery class. You know, watch that SEO mastery to help you. So if you go to people.com, you put in whatever you want to talk about, maybe fashion, for instance. Use 1 or 2 words, the best result. Okay, United States. If you want to use the United States, you can change to any country. If you want to use Nigeria, let's just try Nigeria. I think this should be the first time I'm searching for Nigerian keywords. All right, so questions. These are questions that Nigerians are asking. So we have the why, the who, the where, the when, the how, the are, the what, and the can, the which, the will. So this one is, which fashion designer died recently? Which fashion brand are you? Which fashion house is famous for this? Which fashion designing course is the best? Which fashion brand is the most popular? So this is giving you ideas of what people are searching. So you can't do anything blindly anymore. You just come here, get your topic, and go and develop. It's just as easy as that. So that's for this one. Then also fashion, you have the trends, Google Trends, trends.google.com. Go trend. Oh, what am I doing? No, fashion. So if you type in fashion, let's find out what's going on with fashion. You see, fashion is a very hot topic. You know, it has interest over time, 100%. Like now is on 93%. So you see this line now is the interest over time. So it has remained the same. So people want fashion. And in Nigeria alone, you can see the searches for Nigeria. Akwa Ibom 100, Oyo 93, 91, 89, 88, and the rest of them. Then you see related questions that people are searching for. Men fashion style, Pinterest fashion, Ankara 2022. So if you're doing fashion and then you're on Pinterest, you will not be getting like 50,000 that I talked about. You'll be getting in millions because people actually search Pinterest for fashion ideas. So Pinterest fashion Ankara style 2022. So these are things that you're going to use for your blog, and then you'll be successful. So a lot of people go into things blindly, like this blogging, for instance. Now that you know all these things now, if you start a blog and then start experiencing some level of success in just a couple of weeks, someone random will look at you from a distance without knowing that you actually got the knowledge at some point. So the person will just go, this person is making money from blogging, let me start my own. The person will start and blog for 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, nothing. The person will say blogging is scam, that blogging is not working, but it's working. The same thing goes for YouTube. There are strategies. You need to have a strategy. There are strategies. There are a lot of things that have to do with YouTube. And that is why anybody that is teaching how to do YouTube or have their own courses as well. Because at the end of the day, you need to learn how these things work so that you can come in not as a blind person. Not that you cannot succeed if you don't, enroll in courses and all that. You will succeed, but it will take you time. So what those courses, coaches and mentors and all that, what they do is that they cut the journey by 80%. They cut the journey down for you by 80%. So the standard time of monetization on YouTube, standard time is overly a year, but I've seen a lot of students monetizing 6 months, 3 months, depending on the content. So these are things that you can do and achieve success when it comes to blogging. So this is basically it, ladies and gentlemen. My recommendation: write 3 articles a day. Be consistent. You need to be consistent, guys. You need to be consistent in anything. Just know that it doesn't work like magic. It's over time. It's a skill and endeavor that you have to show up every day. You need to just show up every day. Be consistent. Pick a niche with high affiliate resources. I've mentioned this before. If you're picking a niche, don't go and pick car, because if you're writing about cars, which affiliate link will you put? So you'll be missing out on affiliate marketing that would have been giving you passive income, right? You would have been missing out a whole lot from that part. So then the next one is give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time, guys. Give it time. It's not going to happen instantly, but it's going to happen eventually. Eventually, life has a way of blessing people. The universe has a way of blessing people over time. But you need to trust the process and give it time to mature, breathe, grow, and blossom. Right? So the next thing you need to do is to make sure that you are subscribed to 7-Figure Boss Academy channel. That's this channel. Thank you very much. All you have to do is just come here, click on subscribe. If you have, it's the same thing on your phone. Turn the subscription button from white to black, or from black to red, or from red to black, depending on the theme that you're using. Then when you subscribe, you hit on the notification bell. Don't leave it at personalized. You're going to get random notification. You want to receive all notification whenever I upload something. So here you click on all and you're good to go. So you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video, and you want to be the first to watch it so that you can implement before every other person hears or knows about it, and then the whole thing will stop working. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today, and I hope you learned everything.